What's up, guys? Mike from Pattern Traders. It's Sunday, so March 14th. Make a quick video about this pattern that's playing out right now. Everyone's seeing a head and shoulders that's in play, which could play out, but majority of the DMs that I got in the morning were concerns that BTC is about to break structure. Sorry, guys, I was reading something. Break structure. I don't think so. I think that BTC still has more upside. We are far from topping out. I'll make it very clear to you guys in a second. Let me see. All right, sorry, I was on a different screen. So we did hit our measured move, which was the $62,000. Let's see. Let's see where we are. Okay, so we were at the low, high. Okay, so we hit 62K, 61.9. I mentioned this yesterday in the video. Those of you who saw it know that you guys should have either hedged short here or should have at least taken some profit. So ideally, when you do happen to hit your 618, that's a significant area. It's basically a pivotal fib, and you get a significant retracement. Now, by significant, what do I mean? Am I talking about a 10% dump? Am I talking about 20% dump? Ideally, you shouldn't get more than a 10% dump from that 618 in a normal ranging environment. But because we are bullish, and we're uptrending, I can't see us going down to $55,000 yet. Can we go down to 55,000? Sure. I mean, I of course, BTC could do whatever it wants, but because we're uptrending, and I'll go over the oscillators in a second, more likely than not, 58,000 will be our floor. This trend line has been holding us up for give or take about a week, well, 4 days, 5 days, right? Whatever the case is. So I can't see this thing breaking off the first attempt, right? Off the first attempt, meaning off the breakout attempt back down. Now, yeah, mind you, it is the fifth tap, right? So more likely than not, it'll be weak, but you at least get a bounce back up, so you could actually exit your positions before heading back down if this were to break. It's not going to break off the first attempt. So how am I playing this? I do want to show you guys that I've been playing the 2-hour TMA bands since the bottom, and as you can see, we really haven't had much luck breaking under the 2-hour TMA band. So once we got under the 2-hour TMA band over here and over here, we broke above it over here. We retested it over here, and we faked out, and then we broke above it. Ever since we got above it over here on March 8th, we have yet to break under it. So the way I play is, the probability is this is going to hold us up again, right? You don't assume that it won't, because it already did, and the probability is that we are in a bull trend, so it will hold us up. You have to assume that. If it doesn't, it doesn't, basically, right? But you need to assume that it's going to hold you up. So minus the TMA bands, the 1 hour already turned red. That's really not something we want to see. Minus the TMA bands and the 2 hour. You also want to see that the 1 hour TMA bands have yet to fill the green zone, right? See how all this is empty? So more likely than not, this is going to offer support, which is between 58,000 and 56.4. But if you actually start looking at your Fibonacci levels off the breakout, so this is your little consolidation before expansion zone right here, okay, which is the most significant pivotal area. So this needs to not be reached, or breached rather. We should not get down here again, right? But temporarily, talking about microstructure. So what are we looking at right now? Well, you have a low here, and then you have a low which got breached already right there. Yeah, so you only have that low left, and then you have this insufficient candle over here, which is massive, which more likely than not will get filled eventually, right? Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but it will get filled. So now, what's the logical price action behavior that's taking place here? Well, normally you want to sweep down, go up, and then continuation. Basically, sweep the main low that led to the expansion out. Now, if you happen to lose this low over here, it's $59,000 low with a candle close, high time frame candle close. Well, then unfortunately to tell you, we're going to go a lot lower. As of right now, I don't see us getting under $58,000. So I am playing it as take your fib levels. You can grab the low from over here, the main low down here, but I didn't. I grabbed it from the higher low and go up. Hold on. Let me see what. Let me because I'm in a trade right now. Hold on. Yeah, I'm sitting in some algo longs that are giving me a heart attack. Okay, so hold on a second. So you can take your Fibonacci level from down here, which is a higher low, and target the 58K zone, right? But think about this as around the top, and think about this as your floor. This higher, this low. So even if we do happen to go down here, once we reclaim this, that's your long, that's your safe long, and then your first target's going to be 62,000, 64,000, and 65 or 66,000 dollars. So I personally think that the run is not over, no matter what we look at, no matter how low we go from this end. Obviously, if we go down to 51 or 52,000 dollars, it's a problem, right? But absolutely max 55 is the floor for me. I can't see us breaking under the 58K range because this was the consolidation, the 3P consolidation that led to the expansion. You don't really break under this. You don't. I mean, unless you're bearish, you don't really break under that, right? So now if you do happen to break under this, then you really are bearish. So that's how I'm playing it, guys. Just take your Fibonacci levels and put it on your chart, and just target your 618 if we happen to get down there. Put it over here. You could put it over here if you want, but I'm not. I'm putting it on the higher low. I know a lot of people put it even at the consolidation that led to the expansion and do it this way, right? A lot of people do it this way, which is basically this cluster over here versus the higher low. Any way you do it is right, as long as you know your risk management, right? So whatever you do, you want to see that this low gets swept before you open up new longs. Anything could happen, right? BTC could easily go up from here, but the proper long is to wait for a low to get swept. So don't do it to yourself, okay? Wait for it. Even if you miss it, oh well. This is the proper behavior. Wait for a low to get swept, then you want to ape into longs if you have support, if you have confluence and whatnot. Okay, so let's see. Higher time frame. All right, so my bias being that we are bullish, right? And why I think that the run is nowhere near over. We have massive support over here, right? We did a complete breakout right now. We have an order block at 57 to 58. It's going to be very hard to break this at the first attempt. So regardless of what happens, even if we do happen to come down here, it's a long to go back up. Target for the continuation. I'll explain to you why I think this further continuation taking place in a second. Give me a second. Let me just show you this. Further upside is going to be, take your fib retracements and put your 618. $68,000. Okay, guys, we're going to $68,000 bare minimum. All right. Obviously, it's not going to be a straight line. Obviously, we're going to have a bumpy road, especially because this pump happened over the weekend. But you could expect something along the lines of like maybe a bounce down here, go back up, hit this, come back down, go back up, hit this, right? So 65 is a significant level. Just be careful there. I know that a lot of people are expecting it from a liquidity perspective too. 65,000 is a lot, is a big level. Be careful. But more along the lines of 69, 68 to 71, $72,000 is what I'm looking for in the near future. Within the near future, I'm talking about within this week. So that is where I'll probably start exiting some of my longs. I'm not going to be greedy. I am sitting in a heavy long from over here, which I will close somewhere in the 70s. I might leave a small bag of maybe, I don't know, I might leave like 2 BTC bag down here just to hold it in case that we never come down to $42,000 ever again. Because even if we do go up to, say we go up to $72,000, sorry guys, let me mute this. Hold on, sorry about that. So even if we do happen to go up to $72,000 over here, and we do happen to get a 30% retracement or 40% retracement, you're coming back down here. No matter what you do, right? You're coming back down here. You're gonna come back down to this this structure over here, right? So the next pump we get should give us at least bare minimum 30% retracement. I explained that to you guys in the past video, which comes from the weekly. Let me open up Bitstamp. Weekly. this right here. Once this thing like kisses, once this thing goes up and gets slapped, we're gonna get a massive behavior, massive dump worth of price action. Sorry about that. So similar to what we did over here, to what we did over here, and to what we did over here. So this is a 38% move. This is a 38% move, or 40% move. One of these is a 40% move. I don't know. And then this was your top, right? So when this happens, just mimic this over here on this side. So expect at least bare minimum 30% dump from wherever we are, wherever we top. And I can't see us getting above that 70-75K range off the top of the first attempt. So be careful with that. Now, to everyone that is extremely bearish, calling for a top and whatnot, okay, you might be right, right? I'm not here to justify why I think that we're still bullish or not. But you have to understand something. These oscillators, they're built based on based on behavior. Now, they are laggers. Obviously, all oscillators are laggers. But at the end of the day, they still paint a good picture. You cannot be fucking bearish with a cross like this. You cannot be bearish. Oh, look, we just got an algo fire. Ooh, that's not the best sign you want to see as a bull. I'll tell you that much. But anyway, you do not want to be bearish with a cross like this. This takes like days to play out. It's a 2-day cross, right? It happened on March 10th, so we are in the middle of it right now, right? So again, another cross over here, another cross over here. Look at this, another cross over here. Yeah, then a retest. Cross here. No, this doesn't count because this wasn't a bottom. This is a bottom. Another cross over here. So now you guys see what I'm trying to say with these crosses, right? Be very careful with what you guys do with your capital. I'm not saying don't preserve it. Obviously, preserving capital is number one. Look at the 2-day swing mode. That's a beautiful head right there, guys. So if this head plays out, we might get a dump, yeah. But overall, this is gonna go to a pattern. Excuse me, another hopeful pattern to mimic this on the right side, right? So this we're gonna go into like a beautiful multi-month run. If this head plans out. Now, what happens if the head does not pan out and we break the pivot? So when you have a head, this is your pivot, and this is your right pivot. To confirm this head, you need to get above here. Now, if this thing goes like this and dies, your head is completely invalid. And then where do you go after that? Well, you come and you reset this down here. You come all the way down here, which will put us roughly about that like 45K range if we happen to roll over, right? So yeah, be careful. I'm still bullish. I'm buying every dip that we get the opportunity. Oscillators are a little out of whack, but there's still a lot of room on the top side. Look at the daily. Daily just crossed. Look at the daily here. It crossed. Daily crossed. Again, daily crossed. Let me see the weekly. Weekly looks so bad. Jesus Christ. The weekly is so bad. See that cross? That's so negative. See this cross? So like, who wins right now? You know. But then again, on the weekly over here, look what we did. We did a cross up, and then died, went up, cross down. Yeah, we should get at least a 30 to 40% dump with this cross. Just that, do we go to 70 first, or do we stop at like 65? Regardless, excuse me, there's more upside. So be careful. Sorry about that. So be very careful with the scalp shorts or the swing shorts. Make sure that you know what you're doing. 2 week. See, 2 weeks still bullish, guys. 2 weeks still bullish. You don't really die. You don't get a bear market unless you actually cross down on the 2 week. 2 week is your most important time frame. Like if you get your first cross, you get like a 40% or 50% dump, and then you get your second cross, bear market, and then again over here, dump, bounce off your signal line, go back up, bounce off your signal line, and then the third one is your bear market. We haven't crossed yet. Let me see how this oscillator looks over here, guys. Ooh, you know what I wanted to show you though, actually? The shapes. Do we have the shapes? Did I take them off? I think I took them off. Yeah, I took them off. I don't know why I took them off. That sucks. Because this usually does this and then dies. And that's your main short. Usually that's what happens. Which should be like around that 74k range. Or yeah, I mean, I'm not bearish. I just can't be bearish. Short term, yeah, guys, expect a little bit of a dump. Overall, macro wise, I'm just not bearish at all. I need to see at least 70,000s or 69,000. Sorry. Channel is getting smaller and smaller and smaller. So by the time we get to like somewhere over here, we're gonna be peaked. So yeah, it makes more sense to just roll over at that point, right, and maybe come back somewhere down here and retest this. But I can't be bearish here, guys. I just can't. So again, short term, if you look at the 15-minute, I do expect a little bit of downside. But you see how we're rolling over, and this is like basically like a little pattern. But I can't see us getting under $58,000. If we do get under $58,000, put your teammate bands on the 1 hour. If we get under the $58,000 range, you want to target the 1 hour teammate bands, which is this zone over here, the green zone. More likely than not, that's not going to break off the first attempt because we have yet to touch it. You see how we have yet to touch it. So that'll be your zone. If you're talking about Fibonacci levels or VWAPs, let's see. We have a VWAP at 56,000 that has not been tapped yet, right? See this down here? So as long as our VWAP is slapping us down up here, we're gonna keep doing this, right? But this should be your floor. Worst case scenario, but I still can't see it. I can't see us getting back into the previous consolidation level. Trend bars, yeah, we'll see what black. 4 hour. We're getting a 4 hour candle. Do we have any sell signals? Oh, we do have a 4 hour sell signal. That's the second one. That's not good. And we have an over under, which is very bearish. This is a very bearish pattern. This usually leads to a 10% dump. We have an RSX that's crossed. Let me see the higher time. Let me see 12 hour. No, we still have a lot of room in the 12 hour. See how this is still pointing up? We still have a lot of room in the 12 hour. Let me see the 3 hour down, 2 hour down with a sell signal. That sucks. It'll be kind of annoying of a day. But at least we're on support, guys. Look, the 2 hours is on support. The buy zone on the 2 hour is in the 59k range. The buy zone on the 3 hour, most important one is the 4 hour, truth be told. The buy zone on the 4 hour, we're in the buy zone for the 4 hours. So yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not bearish. I can't be bearish. Short term maybe, but if you want to scalp this, don't scalp this until we get at least a 1 hour cross back up. I'll show you right now. Take the swing off. You see how this is cross right here? Boom, boom, boom. Wait for this thing to cross up. That'll be your scalp long. Wait until this thing starts curling. Until then, be careful. And you want to see at least one white candle, man. Black candles are not good. You want to see at least one white candle, right? You want to see one white candle. So be careful with that. And just make sure you sweep one of these lows, whichever one you prefer. But ideally, you want to sweep the most recent low. Right there, sweep that low. That'll be the most optimal entry if we get this right. That'll be legit. So am I scalping long? I'm not. I'm not going to trade today. I'm going to just chill out. I don't like this. I don't like any of this price. Ever since we broke out, I haven't been trading much. You know, I got into some beautiful. That's the whole beauty of getting into good entries. You grab entries like over here and over here before the breakout, and you know you're not going to come back down here because you are under the breakout. So if this is your breakout at the 51k range, right? You know you're not coming back down here. So if you do happen to snap some entries, you don't even have to look at the charts, right? You're not coming back down here. Look at this. This is beautiful. We did a fake out, came back down, did an ascending, and now we broke out. And now we are in a new range with a new deviation that could potentially be a deviation, right? And if we do happen to break under this, then you want to short this all the way down to here. That's the way you should play this. But you're not going to get that, right? Now, majority of the people, like myself, are going to scalp $58,000 when it comes. I'm probably not going to come later on today. Probably going to come later on, maybe tonight during the CME. There's a CME gap too also. That's why I'm not trading today, because I'm only interested in that 58K range. CME is at... CME is over here. So this is the CME gap, right here. CME, which is at 57,000, right? So we could definitely go down there without a problem. But anyway, I'm not trading this. I don't have any interest in trading this. It's chop. I am going to hang out and I am going to wait until 58 gets hit. If not, I am going to just wait until we get to 70s. Where's FTT? I want to see FTT. I have a really big bag of FTT, guys. Yeah, FTT is awesome, man. FTT is amazing. I can't see this not being $100 within the next couple of months, you know. Ethereum on the other hand, Ethereum. So tell me what you guys think about Ethereum. Look at this, right? We had a breakdown over here, and then we went back up, we retested it, and now we created a small little deviation. Oh, it's not a deviation yet, but it could potentially be a deviation over here. So you don't want to really see this get under this at all. But regardless, if you do happen to get under on the 4 hour, look at the 4 hour. Look at the way it looks. You had a right there. So what happens if you do this and go back up, right? The most logical thing to do is grab your fib levels and put it over here and see where the golden zone is. It's the most logical thing. And tell yourself, all right, I'm not going to bid any Ethereum until we get down to 1800s, pretty much. But then again, do you think they're going to give us a second opportunity to get down to 1800s? I don't know. I doubt it, because we did consolidate and we broke out of the consolidation. This was the consolidation that took place, right? Let's see, right there. So if this was the consolidation that took place, what are the chances that we break back under it, right? It's just disgusting price action, guys. I'm not trading it. Like, if I have $100,000, why would I risk my money in something I just don't like? I don't like this price action. It's not clear. I don't care if someone's telling me, oh, we're gonna go up. I know we're gonna go up. I know I'm pretty confident we're gonna go up. We're gonna probably hit that $65,000 to $70,000 mark in the next couple of probably days, not even weeks, probably days, right? But I'm just not comfortable playing this. I don't like it. There's nothing about this that interests me at all. So I am still sitting in some altcoins that I bought. I have a lot of algo, which I'm hoping that could explode. It's been consolidating for so long, guys. Well, what is this day range? Yeah, 20 days, almost a month consolidation. So when this thing does happen to break out, it's going to be a massive breakout. Yeah, 12 hour already turned bullish. So it's just basically reaccumulating. Daily still bearish though. Once we get the first daily white candle, this thing should fly. As long as BTC allows it. I do have some... Where is this thing? My theta was beautiful too. Where's 1 inch? Right here. I do have some 1 inch. I've been holding it for quite some bit. 12 hour is basically reaccumulating. This is a no-brainer long. As long as BTC allows us to run, this will run. It's just a fact of being of BTC behaving or not, right? So you could take your trend line over there, which to me looks like right there, which to me looks like we did a breakdown over here, attempt to get back in the trend line and failed. So that this candle falling back out of the trend line looks very bearish to me. But until I see a breakdown, which means a break under this low, I'm not worried, right? this is gonna kill me if we break under this. Then I'll confirm myself that we're not done dumping yet. But until we get under that low, I'm not worried, right? I'm not worried at all. And the first target is probably gonna be that $6 or $7 range. Yeah, $6, and then it's gonna go straight to that $8 range. It's gonna be a beautiful 50 to 100% gain with this trade. So just be patient with it. Again, if BTC ruins it, nothing we can do about it, guys. Right? Like, look at this ugly price action. Like, who wants to see this? A big candle up, and now we're doing a run the top so quick, as opposed to actually doing a big candle up, right? Look at this. Hold on, let me show you. Okay, so we had a big candle up. Hold on a second. One second, guys. We had a big candle up over here. Well, we had two big candles up, right? We had one over here, and then we had a second continuation. Then we had a wick, and then we rolled over. But at that point, when we started rolling over, we didn't have our div at all. Zero. Everything looked healthy. Here, we have an unfortunate div on the 10 hour. I'm pretty sure we have it on 12 hour too, guys. Hold on, let me see. No, 12 hour doesn't have it at all. It's actually on 10 hour, and we have a possible cross in the 12 hour. But anyway, the point I'm trying to make is that the price action that we currently have right now is a little more finicky, a little weaker. It's driven by fucking perps, not spot as well. So within a minute, they could just rug us down. I'm not 100% enjoying this price action, let's rather say, especially because it's all wick city left and right. Same reason why I didn't enjoy this at all. I hated this. I didn't trade this at all. I didn't trade this. I invested whatever I invested down here and over here and over here, and I just rode it all the way up. So, and the funny thing is, I didn't even exit over here. You know where I exited? Over here. I didn't catch the exit on the top. I got fucked. It dumped on me, and then I exited on the retest over here. So I did miss out on whatever. I'm not gonna complain. It was a fucking solid run. But anyway, guys, be careful. I think there's a lot more upside to have. A lot more upside to have. This run is not over. And if you look at the structure on the daily, you want to take your trend line and just put one line connecting the two, and then put one. This isn't a wedge, by the way, so don't. I don't know. Here. So we want to be somewhere over here before we start thinking about shorts, or somewhere over here. Top. Give me a third touch somewhere. And then we could talk about opening up a short. Whatever top we get next is going to offer us a significant dump. So I'm going to probably exit all the markets and just hold my spot bags and get out of everything completely. Other than that, guys, if you look at the lowers real quick before I get out, like the 5-minute lowers and micros, in case you guys want to get a nice little cute little entry. Put your TMA bands on. Put your buy sell signals on. Someone's texting me. Okay. We haven't gotten really a reset yet. We did over here, actually, guys. Got a reset over here. That's a reset right there, guys. So that was the reset right there. Let me say 10 minute. 10 minute didn't have a reset yet. 10 minute had one over here though. We had a bottom. We had a bottom with God mode. 15 minute. Ooh, 15 minutes giving us a curl too. So what I would do if I'm trying to scalp this for your own sake, I would wait for confirmation once we get above the 5-minute TMA band. So see how we've been over it, under it. Wait, I know you're not gonna get the best entry. I mean, if you have confluence here, get into it and put a stop loss over here if you want. But I would wait until we reclaim the 5-minute TMA band with at least bare minimum 3 5-minute candles. 3 5-minute candles, which should give us a 15-minute candle, right? Because at the end of the day, you still need to retest this with the 15-minute candle, man. 15-minute candle will retest this, and then I'll probably do this, and then this, if we're bullish, right? That's what always happens. You don't break through the 15-minute TMA band that easy off the first attempt. You always you reject, come back, make a higher low, and then you proceed, right? We retested over here, bounce, retest, failed. So what's the most logical thing to do right now? Wait, be patient. You know, say this happens, it hits this, comes back. You could re-long this if you want. Long this, stop loss here, and then target your red bands. But all the bands are pointing down, guys. So be very careful. That's pretty much it, guys. I'm gonna leave you with that. trade safe, enjoy your weekends, and I'll make another video sometime tomorrow. Cheers.